There we
There
go.
we are.
Hello, Bert Dasher, Rebecca. Are you guys there? We see your comments. You got on here early. You get started before we
Yeah.
did.
We love it that you came early. You're early to the party.
So I don't know if you guys can hear us. Let us know if you can.
Mm-hmm. Do we need to scoot that way a little
I don't know.
to fill in the screen?
I think we're fine.
You think we're fine?
Yep.
Maybe we could just angle the computer.
Rebecca, is that you? Jesse and Lisa, big Texas hello to Tony and Joni.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys. So everyone can hear us and see us okay?
This is so fun. It's like you're back visiting.
Hey, Brian. So how's the volume tonight, everybody? Is it pretty good? Sound okay? Hey, Fisherman 506.
Evening, everyone.
How you doing tonight, everybody? We are here in Creekside, Maples, and it's a chilly evening. It's been raining and snowing, and oh, it's been an awful mess. Hey, Bert Dasher. No, I did not get the package yet.
No. And I don't know when you sent it, but just a little heads up. It's going to be held up at customs. That's just
maybe.
I mean, they for a few days, wouldn't they?
No, it just depends what it is. But I'm sure it'll be here next week.
Yeah,
or sometime this week, actually. So I'll let you know as soon as it arrives. Jonathan from the UK.
Good
how are
evening.
you tonight? And how are things in the UK tonight?
Yes.
Rebecca, it sounds great. Good.
Good. Awesome.
Thumbs up. See, everyone, thumbs up. Don't forget, thumbs up for sure. All right, Brian, thank you. Sounds good. Good video too. Good.
Awesome.
It was a little bit delayed there.
It was.
Internet being what it is, I'm not sure.
Right.
You know what was going on with it there.
But it was so cool to see two of you waiting. We were here, but we had to wait for the appointed hour.
Yeah, when I schedule these live streams, the program I use is called StreamYard, and when I schedule it, it won't let us. Once you set it in the parameters, it won't let you start the live. It counts you down. So it's all good.
Rebecca's already giving people instructions, thumbs up. And that's great and that's true because that helps YouTube promote it, I guess. That's how it works.
I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Bert, you had to do a customs form. Normally you do.
Yes, you do.
Send it first class, 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah. That should be good. That's 3 to 5 business days, I'm sure. Should be here this week. I'm looking for it. I'll let you know as soon as it gets here. I know up here right now, mail is so slow.
Yeah.
It is terribly slow.
Yeah.
Rebecca, hit the thumbs up.
Yep. She's telling them.
I'm going to get a great big thumbs up. I'm going to put it on that shelf.
There
where
we
we
go.
at? Right back there by Mr. Minion. And let me.
Yeah, we need to tip that up a little.
There's Mr. Minion. He grew antlers. Jonathan, wet and miserable in Manchester. How's the shoulder? It's coming along. They've been really at physio working to get my upward mobility back. So they're really hurting me right now, be honest with you, because they're forcing it beyond the comfort zone and trying to get it unfrozen. But it's, it is what it is. I've got to go through that to get it back. So,
you do.
I'm not going to complain. It is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. And on the other side of it, well, it won't hurt. So that's a good thing. But thanks for asking.
At least this is good pain and discomfort.
Yeah.
We can call it. I mean, it's healing, right?
I'm a good pain. Is that what you're saying?
No.
She's saying I'm a good pain.
This is healing pain that he's having now, whereas before it was agony.
For 2.5 years, it was agony.
Yeah.
I would sit up.
It was awful.
I get 3 to 4 hours of sleep at night, if then, and never go to bed. Always be on the couch because I couldn't lay down, or all those things in the recliner and stuff. So this is not bad at all from where we were
to what it was.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Roy. Good evening from Hillsborough, New Brunswick.
Good evening.
Joni's looking good. I know she is. I know she is. I know it. I tell her that all the time.
Aww.
But Tony, you're blurry. Check your glasses. Could be a little smudge on them there, Roy. Just kidding. Close your eyes, shake your head, and see if that improves it. How's that? Is that better? It's all come across good here. He said, I feel a little blurry tonight after physiotherapy today. I come home, and been putting muscle cream on and taking some Tylenol and everything.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good for sure. Bert, they don't call it snail mail for nothing.
Right.
That is the truth.
Absolutely.
For sure. I know Amazon, the stuff we order from Amazon, we have Amazon Prime, and it's not even worth paying for the Prime anymore because they say 2-day shipping. Well, that isn't right. Yeah. And every time you order something now, you get this notification saying that it's stuck somewheres and they're trying to get it back on track, but it will be another 5 days before they get it there. So, but I guess it is what it is. And,
Rebecca
what do you do?
says that their mail is so slow. She received a Christmas card with the post date of December the 2nd. Wow.
Oh, my. Well, that's like me. I received a birthday card the other day for when I was turning 29.
Oh, dear.
I'm 53. Oh, my. Mr. Willie Nelson. I'm going to call him Willie Nelson.
Right.
He calls me Phil Collins.
There you go.
How you doing tonight? Glad you're with us.
Yes.
Hi, Tom. From Beersville, Covent, New Brunswick.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
It's awful up there, isn't it?
How many more cases today, Tom? I think our daughter was telling us that 20 something or something like that.
Yeah.
And everything's shut down.
Yep.
But it's a sad time all the way around for everybody. This second wave, I guess they're calling it. So
it is.
It is hitting people pretty hard. It really is.
It is for sure.
Yeah. Jonathan, loving your dog covering itself up in the background.
That's Bella.
That's Bella and Harley.
There's Bella back there.
Yeah, they're both back there. Harley's laying down. Bella's back there. That's where they sleep there, rest, waiting for us to pay them a little attention. But a little update on Harley for those of you that followed his little bout of sickness there. He had a parasite in his stomach and a bacterial infection there. So they had to put him on some antibiotics and some other stuff, but he's doing much better. He's back to his old self. So, he's running around and having fun and looking for his food every day now. So, so he's doing much better for sure. Yeah, those dogs are something else. So how's everybody doing in your neck of the woods, like with the COVID stuff and everything? I know we don't want to talk about it, but
they may not want to talk about it.
I know up here in Canada, Ontario, Quebec, they're all getting hit real hard. It's not so bad down here in Nova Scotia.
It isn't, thankfully.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty well here, but we've been staying on the homestead, not going anywhere at all. Roy, golly, you're right. It's my glasses. See, Roy, I told you.
Yeah.
just give them a little squeegee there, and that'll look. Everything looks better that way. But I'll tell you, Roy, you're right. My wife does. She just looks good anyway. Aww. So, hey, Bruce, the ramp turned out really good. I've been snowing in Kentucky. It did turn out good, Bruce. We're glad it's done, and I was able to get some stuff up into the building there. Finally. And we've got an awful turn of weather, so I'm glad we got some stuff under cover there. It is hard when you do not have an outbuilding to put anything in, and you're trying to put everything in your basement. So, but snowing in Kentucky. Now, I didn't think Kentucky got that much snow.
Well, they do some.
Yeah.
We've been there, I think, in the wintertime, and had a bit of snow. It usually doesn't last, though, right? That's the thing.
No, it doesn't. But we hung out a lot in Muhlenberg County with friends of ours there, in Belton, places like that.
And Eminence. Are you familiar with that little town?
All kinds of different places, yeah. Mr. Willie, I am doing well, and I've been called worse
than Willie Nelson. Now that might be a story, huh?
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, you want to share? So Tom says it's 27 today.
I got my eyes on her. Let's see. 27 today. What was it here?
I really don't
I
know.
don't know. I think it was about 3.
+3.
Yeah,
Which
but it
is
was
what?
cold. There's a dampness in
Yeah.
the air. It just goes right through your bones.
So
And,
20 +3 is what
oh, I don't know.
in
Well,
Fahrenheit?
32 is freezing.
Hmm.
So 0, 32. So it's probably about 34.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So we were actually warmer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Wow.
you know, it's not too bad. So, Rebecca,
So happy he's feeling better. Yes, we are.
we are too, Rebecca.
It was no fun, and you worry, and
Yeah.
wasn't fun
You
at
get
all.
so attached to your pets.
Oh,
They
you
become
do.
part of the family.
Yeah.
And with Harley, he came to us. He was, if there's such thing as an angel dog, he's an angel,
Hmm.
because he came into our lives right when our daughter was, having a struggle with some stuff. And we all were. And, a very traumatic time in our lives in
Hmm.
2011. And Harley just showed up. And I remember it so well. He found us, and he's been with us ever since. And he
Ever
totally
since.
just helped us and
Yeah.
changed our focus on so many things. And so
Yeah.
he's more than just a dog.
Yeah.
He really is. They all are.
And if a dog can have an attitude, a good attitude, he has it.
Harley's got one.
Yeah, he really does.
Jonathan, we're in tight lockdown in the UK. Yeah, I heard that.
Mm.
I read about all that, and
Mm.
it is tough. I mean, it really is. And I know,
Yeah.
especially if you live alone, and you don't have any family around you. I know for
Mhm.
us, it's the two of us here, and we don't. This is the first year, in ever
Mhm.
since we've had kids, that we haven't seen our children or anything.
Yeah.
And so I can't imagine, people that do live alone. But you just, all we can do is understand it'll get better.
Yeah.
It can't last.
That's right.
We're bigger than this. We're stronger than this. We're smarter than this.
Yep.
If you look at the history of the world, we've survived worse than this, and
Right.
we'll keep on keeping on and come
You
out on the
have to
other side
think
of it.
positive.
You do.
You do.
Yeah.
As hard as it is at times.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. And every
Yeah.
time a negative thought comes, you just got to replace it with a positive
right.
one.
Sometimes you got to
so,
dig pretty deep to do that.
Yeah.
But focus on the good stuff, on good memories. And
Yeah. You're in a red zone in was Evansville in
yeah.
Indiana.
So
Wow.
if you don't mind, Rebecca, describe that a little bit as far as what your stipulations are. I know what red zone means here, but I wonder if it's the same there.
I don't know. Just
It may not be.
Here, red zone means everyone stays home.
Yep.
You can't go out anywhere. Everything's shut down. The only thing that's working is emergency stuff. If you have to go out for
Right.
emergency stuff, then you can.
Well, I mean,
But
you
that's
have to
about
go for
it.
groceries, but they want one person per household. They don't want, a husband and a wife going in the store at the same time, because they're controlling the amount of people in the store. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the same in Indiana.
I don't know. Hey, Bert, MBF finished and tested their sugar shack. I see that. Yeah. We've
Yep.
got
We've been down at ours
we've
too.
been down at ours. We've got some videos coming
Yeah.
out. The first thing that we start with is getting our wood together.
Yeah.
Because our wood was up on the mountain, and so
Mhm.
if we get a bad bunch of ice and rain or snow, we can't get to it. So we worked 3 days and got all of our wood together.
Yep.
So it's all down, and we got a video coming up on that.
Yeah.
And then the reverse osmosis system will be a video. We're doubling the size of everything we're doing at the Sugar Shack. Everything's going to be bigger and better. So lots of videos coming up. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep them, interesting. I'm sure some of you guys look at these videos and go, oh man,
what do you think
those
of his
poor
singing?
people. We'll just let it play to give them some view time. But
Tell us truthfully, are you guys enjoying his singing?
Yeah, we hope you're enjoying it.
And we want you to know none of this is planned or scripted. We don't sit and talk about any of this. I mean,
this is how we are.
This is how Tony is.
I've been goofy my whole life.
Yeah.
I've always said the good Lord gifted me with not just joy, but double dose, because, we've been through some things in our life, and maybe someday we'll share some of those stories. But, if it hasn't been for our ability just to, laugh and have fun and make light of different things, then
Yeah.
I think I'd be out of my mind. And some
Oh,
people
yeah.
think I am now. But
Somebody commented that on one of the videos.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Tony needs to check his
Yeah.
medication.
yeah. But we do have fun, and I
Yeah.
know I don't. I hope it's never too much.
No, well, you know
Um,
what? Tell us if you
yeah,
guys
you
are
know.
thinking.
We'll do our best to
You know?
keep things interesting for
Mhm.
you all, for sure. I hope what we've done so far has
Been fun.
has been fun,
Yeah.
and it's improving each trip. We really do. So
Because this is real life.
yeah,
It's
for
just real
sure.
life. Well,
Yeah.
Lisa, we're sorry to hear that. She says Daniel and Bethany have COVID.
Yes,
Aw.
sir. How's it? How are they doing? We haven't seen you folk in a long
I
time
know.
down in Evansville, Indiana, there as well.
Yes,
So
but we remember you all.
yeah, for sure.
And how old is that granddaughter?
Yeah, and yeah, hopefully, they're feeling better by now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Surviving Maine. Hey guys.
We subscribed to your channel.
We did. Good evening from Maine. Glad to see you're both doing well. Your barn's looking good. It is looking good. I had somebody tell me it's not a barn; it's a shack or a
A shed.
a shed, I should say.
Yeah.
But to be quite honest, it's mine. I can call it what I want. But I'm being nice.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually, if you get closer to it, it's quite large. It's a very big building, and it's going to have a loft, and so that's kind of why we call it the barn.
Yeah.
But it's coming along good, but we have to, now we're coming into maple season, so we have to kind of veer off building things that way for a bit and get onto the maple sugar and all of that. So those dogs are doing fine.
Okay. Right.
But yeah, it's coming along good. 40 degrees in North Carolina, Mr. Willie says. Well, that's just a nice evening.
That is. You guys
For
get
sure.
spoiled there.
Yes, Rebecca, that's so kind. Prayers to Lisa.
And you guys are in the same city, Rebecca.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Jesse and Lisa, have you considered putting a door on each end of the barn so that nothing gets buried in the back? I have. I'm actually putting another door in the other end.
Yeah.
But right now, I just wanted to get a door on so I could get it closed up and get some stuff in there protected from the elements.
Yeah.
But there will be another door, actually 2 more doors, because I'm putting in a man door, just a regular door, and then another double door as well. So, but it'll come along after a bit. I want to put a garage door in there and different things. And then we're actually, if you notice, on the eaves or on the ends, I didn't gable them because I'm going to add on to them. And I didn't want to have to contend with moving gables or working under them right now. But that's kind of what we're doing there. Rebecca says, sounds like our dogs. They found us.
Isn't that so true?
They do. And they become part of the family. They really, really do, for sure. They're, I don't know, our dogs they're spoiled. That's for sure.
They're practically human, aren't they?
They for sure are. Let's see here.
We got 28 with us right now. Awesome.
Let's see. I missed a few. Let me back up. Okay, here we go.
I think you're caught up there.
Bruce Swope. Hi. Rebecca Stan. Okay, saying hello to her. Donnie, hey folks, he says.
Good
well, hello,
evening.
Donnie. How
Good
you doing?
evening.
Glad you're with us tonight.
Yeah.
Glad you could join us. And always like the conversation for sure.
Right.
Oh, I see. Tom was saying that's 27 cases of COVID there today. All right. Sorry about that, Tom. Got confused there.
Because he's in New Brunswick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. +1 there today.
Yeah.
So basically about the same there. But we had a little bit of rain, a little bit of sleet, a little bit of freezing rain and ice. And we had a little bit of everything today. And then the sun shone a little bit.
Right.
So
I think, was it Tom that shared the story on one of the videos about, are you the one that has Mr. Higgins, the sheepdog? And you shared the story of the name. I think it was him. I love that story. Tony and I talked about it.
Mr. Higgins, that's your dog.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
For those of you watching, if you haven't, there's a little bit of homework for you. Look up, I think it was on the Bone Broth videos somehow.
Yep.
I guess he was saying his dog needs to be drinking it. And so then I commented on, I love the name, Mr. Higgins. And he tells a nice story of how the dog got the name. So you can go check that out after the live stream.
Yeah, That is high risk. It's the same thing there,
Mhm.
Rebecca, as it is here then.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys shut down there as much as they shut things down here? Just kind of curious there, Rebecca.
Did they close schools there, Rebecca?
And Jonathan, I have to isolate so I can see my granddaughters at weekends to give my daughter a break.
Oh,
I understand.
yes.
I understand. Well, that gives
Yeah.
you something to look forward to, though.
Mhm.
You
And
know,
thankfully, you're able to see her.
yeah, you get to see your
So many
granddaughters.
families can't.
Yeah,
So,
and that's the truth. So,
Yep.
you know, I know that's, you know, some haven't seen their kids
Mhm.
since this all started.
That's right.
But
There's been babies born that grandparents
Yeah.
haven't got to see them,
yeah, you just have
except
to,
for social media.
yeah, they just have to, you know, rejoice in the silver linings, as maybe perhaps as thin as they may be. You just have to find them and thank
Yeah.
the good Lord above for them. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Willie 95, what Canada wrestling family is well known around the world? Well,
you
that
know
would be
that?
Bret the Hitman Hart and his family, probably.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay. Is that
Um,
correct, Mr. Willie? You tell us.
Yeah, you let me know.
Did we pass the test?
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
Rebecca said the same there for
Okay, yeah,
stipulations.
yeah. Here they, man, they give you fines and everything. I mean,
Oh, they crack down because they have to, especially in the
Yeah.
cities, and it's the younger people that aren't taking it serious.
well,
So-
up here it is. I mean, and
Yeah,
they say
yeah, up
that,
here.
but I think it is what it is, you
Yep.
know. And I know here where we're at, we're so far out in the country, you got to come out to hunt, and
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
so it's just there's not many people that live around us,
Mhm.
so we go all day long. We don't have to worry about people because there's just nobody around.
Well, I mean, we have neighbors and stuff.
We have
but
neighbors,
they're not right next.
but they're not right
next,
on
and-
us, and they
Yeah.
stay in their house, and
Yep.
you know, we do our thing on our homestead here. So
Yeah.
Hidden Spring Farm. Hello, everyone. Chad here from Ontario.
Good evening.
What did I miss? Oh, you missed a party of your
Yeah.
life, Chad.
People were here early
Oh,
waiting.
they were lined up at, well, not at the
Not
door, at the portal.
The portal.
They were lined up just waiting,
Oh.
Chad, you know. And anyway, here's a good time to update
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
on our numbers. We're starting to see some turnaround here with YouTube, hopefully.
Yep.
Big news is we've only got 744 watch hours to go.
Awesome.
So that is
That's
huge,
big
huge, huge, huge. And thank you,
Oh,
everybody. Keep watching.
Yep.
Those 744, we'd love to get that finished up before the end of this month.
Well, last Monday night, Tony gave the number, and it was what, 12?
Let me see. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it was 12:31
Yeah.
last week. And
So
then
that's awesome.
yeah, and what we found out as well is sometimes on these live streams, researched it, and it's mixed opinions.
Mhm.
Some people say that YouTube gives you watch hours for the live streams, and some say they don't reward you for watch hours during the stream.
Right.
But once it's loaded up and processed on our channel and you go to watch it again,
Yeah.
then that counts as watch hours. So I really don't know, but we appreciate everybody.
We do. And you know, this has all just happened in a month.
Yeah, you know, it's been
because it was December the 17th that this all happened, and
and we appreciate it. And
that's when we all found each other.
And YouTube can frustrate you. I know for me they can. She's much more patient, but you know, you get reports of new subscribers, and then you get people telling you, oh, they bumped me off and bumped this one or canceled that one. And, you know, they look through your whole list of subscribers and see who's watching. And if people aren't watching, then they consider that a spam subscriber. So they don't give you credit for that. And there's so many things in the algorithm now that messes it up. But anyway,
anyway, we're happy with that. That's really positive news.
Donnie Chapman, they've got California locked down right now. COVID cases are going up there.
Wow.
I heard that. It's really going crazy everywhere. Brian, did I find all the parts from my RO by Complete Unit somewhere? I have found most of the parts. Got some things on order, but some of the stuff, it takes about 10 days for it to get here.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, as soon as I get everything finalized there, I'm going to be messaging you, Brian, so you can give me some pointers here, what you think of the whole setup. You're putting yours together right now. We'll put one together for me, brother. Hey, let's make this easy. Just put mine together and send it to me, and I'll pay for it. How's that?
So, Brian, I know that you connected Tony with that Facebook page, right?
Yeah.
Last week you talked about it.
Yeah, maple syrup.
So are you showing pictures of what you're doing on there?
I don't know.
He can tell us.
Yeah. Jonathan, loving the videos you've been making. Don't change. Well, we're too old to change now, Jonathan. Honestly, what you see is what you get.
That's right. This is us.
This is us.
This is us.
Maybe that's what we should put that on our channel somewhere. Is Creekside Maples. This is us. What do you think of that, guys? Hey. You like that? Is there a ring to, because everyone has their catchphrases and stuff. Yeah. So maybe that could be ours. Like Creekside Maples. This is us. Mm-hmm. What do you think? And by the way, as soon as we get monetized, we will have hats and shirts and all the stuff available. If you'd like to purchase that to help us out, that'll be all available through, is it Teespring?
Well, there's different ones you can
one of them there, whichever one looks, and so that'll be all on there.
But we're also looking into some maybe more unique items. We'll just leave it at that.
Get some ideas in our head.
But you guys throw out any ideas to us, and on our community tab, have you guys all noticed that that's open now on our page?
Yes, the community tab.
So we can all interact daily.
I throw stuff up on there. A lot of times, if I got announcements to make, I'll put them on there, like live streams and stuff. Speaking of that, we put the announcement today on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Plus the put it on the community tab. So how did you get your shout out that we're doing a live stream? Let me know. And are you getting them? Is it working? Because
notification?
We want to make sure everyone's getting those notifications.
And what do you guys think of this time? Like of the Monday night at 9, because we have talked all week long.
We have
about different nights.
So we want it to work.
We do,
and we know like Saturday night is hockey night in Canada, so we don't want to compete with that. But Friday night is a lot of times that's people's nights together and things like that. So date nights and you name it. But with COVID, there's not a lot of that. But people still want their time. So what do you think? Monday working?
Just tell us.
We're flexible.
Yep, we are always here.
Jonathan, loving the videos you've been making. Don't change. Okay, read that. All right. Don't want to be
said that we're fun and informative.
Well, thank you. We try. Where did you go? Okay. Just a second. Lost everybody here.
All right. So it automatically refreshed, didn't it?
Yeah, I got to back up.
Bear with us, folks.
Just a second. Okay, Rebecca. Yeah, videos are fun and helpful. Well, thank you. We want to make them fun. My entire life, I've always tried to make people laugh and smile. Even when I was young, still living at home, I always said if I could make my mother laugh today, it would make a better day for her. And
but the neat thing is, you don't have to try at it. You just do it.
Well, I find humor in the real stuff.
In everything.
I listen and what people say and how they say it, and I find the humor in it. And I like sharing that. So that's just me. But anyway, you see, Donnie, are they giving COVID shots there? They are, selectively.
Yeah.
But it's kind of frustrating when you hear that they're dumping it out because it goes bad. And there's a lot of just turmoil right now over how they're giving it and, all the different stuff that they're doing to, it's ridiculous.
It's all the frontline workers.
I remember when I was a kid, remember when you got the vaccinations in school and everybody just lined up and they jammed it in your arm. Back then, the needle was the size of a 10-penny nail.
Right.
No, it wasn't quite that big.
Everyone in the,
but
in our age group.
I just think that they need to make the vaccine and get people vaccinated if they choose to do so. Make sure it's safe, Well,
they're going to, but they said you got to trust. We'll leave it at that.
Bert, it's a she shed. Joni just lets you think it's a Sugar Shack barn. You know what? That's the truth. Whatever she says is a she said. There we go. Lisa Miner, Daniel tested positive just today and has lost his taste and smell. And Bethany's 18.
Bethany's 18.
And they do say that that's what happens with COVID. You lose your taste and smell and all
that. Would be
that.
awful.
So it would be.
It would be horrible. Can you imagine not taste your food?
Well, maybe.
Well,
could be a good thing.
It might
depending on how good a cook you are.
I mean,
how's supper tonight, babe? It's the best it's ever been.
Or the reverse could be true too.
Or the reverse.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Be a weight loss program, I guess, perhaps for some.
Donnie Chapman, I was spelling Joni's name wrong and yours too, Tony. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Just call us the Onies. We know who you mean. Call us anything but late for supper.
Yeah.
But no problem at all there. It's all good. So,
all right.
Rebecca, hey, who is in Evansville with a sick granddaughter? I can help her.
Oh, Lisa.
Oh, that's Lisa Miner.
Lisa Miner.
Yep, Lisa Miner, right on here.
Yeah.
The praying hands when you prayed for Lisa Miner, it's her granddaughter.
It's her granddaughter.
Yeah.
That's really nice of you, Rebecca. You two can hook up.
Hey, Mr. Jim from Florida, all watching. Please punch the like button. How are you, sir? Glad to hear from. Glad you're with us tonight.
And what's the temperature there tonight?
Yes,
tell us that.
And I bet everyone's all excited in Florida because Brady and the Bucks beat the Breeze and the Saints.
Okay.
Can't say I was happy about it. I'm sorry. I'm a Saints fan, but you know what? It's all good because they're all going to get beat by the Packers. End of discussion.
So, Jim, are you a football fan? Tell us that. That may not mean much to you. Now, Mr. Willie's asking if you saw the trivia question.
Did I see the trivia question about the wrestling?
The one about the wrestler.
The wrestling family that's well known throughout the states.
He gave you his answer.
I think it was Bret the Hitman Hart because they were Canadian and well known.
But did we miss another question?
So I don't know if we missed the other question or not.
Rebecca, if you see it, just post it again for us.
Scott PEI. Hey, Scott from PEI.
Hey.
How are things on the island tonight?
Right. And your COVID numbers are the lowest. I think PEI in Newfoundland, right?
Yeah, PEI's doing really well.
Maybe 3 or 4. That's awesome.
Yep, for sure. Let me see if I can roll this up without losing everybody. Let me see. Tom Filmar. I know you guys like bikes, so my friend told me Harleys are healthy bikes. He bought one and lost 15 pounds. Had to walk everywhere he went.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, those are fighting words right there, Tom.
Is there any other bikers on the chat tonight? You guys see that?
Oh, my.
Oh.
I don't know if we dare comment, but
we better leave it alone.
Anyway, I know I like our bike, the Yamaha.
Love our bike. Have you ever ridden a Harley?
No, I don't think I've ever. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I rode a Harley in Joplin, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine had one, and he let me take it for a ride.
Yeah.
As soon as I got back, I was so tired pushing that thing, and then
that's funny.
Funny. Harleys are a great bike. They really are. Surviving Maine on 20 Acre Farm. Good evening, Hidden Springs Farm. Just finished watching your last video. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Rebecca, yes, most of the schools are virtual and some are doing a few hours on a hybrid schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I know up here, most of the kids were virtual schooling.
Yep.
But some of them are back to school now.
Oh, a lot of them are back.
And
now, I don't think the colleges are, but as far as the regular public, K through 12, they are back.
Yeah. Mr. Willie 95. Wow, Tony
got it right.
Got it right.
Wow.
Well, of course.
So, Mr. Willie, you like trivia, do you? So maybe give him another question. Hey, find a hockey question.
I'll tell you, here's a trivia question for you. We've changed one thing in the room tonight for this video. I told my wife I'm going to change one thing and see if anyone picks it out.
Right.
And let me know if you notice what we changed.
Yeah.
Brian, nothing shut down or enforced in Wisconsin. Wear masks and life's pretty much normal. Some schools open, some shut down, but nothing is locked down.
Oh,
well,
okay.
It's just different wherever you go, I guess. Yeah. Hidden Spring Farm. Surviving Maine on 20 Acre Farm. Well, nice. Thanks for that. I'm still grinding, trying to grow my channel. How's it going in Maine? Okay.
Yes.
And keep at it. Hidden Spring.
Right.
You keep at it.
You all here tonight, if you haven't checked out their channels, go and check them out. We have subscribed to them.
Yeah. It's I'll tell you right now.
Watching some videos.
Yeah. You just keep doing what you know. The thing that we found, and this is what everyone's told us, and now we can tell everyone else, is consistency.
Yeah.
We try to put out as many videos that have good content as we
Mhm.
can, that have interesting content. You know, and if you're doing the same project, like we've been building that barn now for the last 3 months, I
It
think,
seems like we have.
and it seems like it's so slow, you know, and all of that.
Well,
But
it's just the two
every
of us
video that
for
we
most
put
of
out,
it.
I'm trying to show you a different part of it,
Mhm.
so that it doesn't get too monotonous and
Mhm.
too boring. But I'll be honest, there's a couple there that I looked at and said, I don't even want to watch this myself. But I thought
Aw.
we just throw it out there because
Yep.
we want this to read as a book.
As a book, yeah.
And every video is another page, another chapter,
Yeah.
so that you all can come along on this journey. So that a year, 2 years, 5 years from now,
Yep.
we can all look back together and say, look, we have walked with them through this whole entire
That's
journey.
right.
And
That's
that's what we wanted to do.
And
So,
do you all like that format? I don't
Yeah.
know if you watch other channels and they kind of do that. You know, kind of like a series, keeps you up to date.
news every day, Rebecca says, is busting large parties at bars. It is.
Mhm.
I know, I think it was in New Brunswick, and maybe Tom, you can correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I think New Brunswick handed out some fines just yesterday
Uh-huh.
on some gatherings that shouldn't have been happening.
Mhm.
But anyway, Jonathan Frayne, I live 5 miles from where David Boy Smith, British Bulldog. Yes, sir. You knew him as a kid. I remember the
Oh,
British Bulldog.
That's neat.
Yeah, yeah. I can remember wrestling here in the Atlantic provinces. It was called, back then, now I'm going to be really telling my age, was the Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling. That's when they had Leo Burke, Stephen, was it Stephen Pettipaw, Donnie Kay, The Beast, Cuban Assassin, Killer Carl Crew.
Were they all Canadian?
These are all people that just had wrestling personas from, most of them from the Maritimes. So
Oh, really?
yeah, it was pretty neat.
Wonder where they're all
But
at now.
I can remember going and seeing those guys. Some of them are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Tom Fillmore,
Mr. Higgins.
Mr. Higgins is in with Gail watching The Good Doctor.
That's her show, huh?
Yeah.
Because she was there last Monday.
Yeah.
Now you be sure to put your mask on, remember?
Yeah.
So you can go see
Yeah.
her later.
Well, Mr. Higgins, good luck watching The Good Doctor, and our Mr. Harley is asleep here behind us there. So, surviving Maine, I get 1 to 2 subs a day, slow going, growing mine too. That's all you can do.
Yes. Yeah.
And just be consistent, and
That's right.
just like I said, keep putting stuff out there, and understand this. Everybody's trying to grow a channel. There's no channels without subscribers,
That's right.
and there's no
Yeah.
subscribers if we don't connect with each other.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
that's why we spend this time doing what we do, because we really enjoy it.
Mhm.
We do. We feel like you're our friends, our family. So it's great fun.
It is fun.
It is. And now what's interesting is through the week, from live stream to live stream, you guys are starting to send us messages and interact
Yeah,
with us and
yeah,
have fun.
and we
and
love that.
Yeah.
We are never too busy, I
Yeah.
promise you.
We got a dog there in the background. I
Oh,
think,
it's Bella.
yeah, I think she may need to go out or something there. So she may have to take a break there and run and put the dog out. But anyway, let me see, Jesse and Lisa, did you get credit from YouTube if we watch the same video multiple times? Yes, as long as it isn't me that's watching. Whoever's watching gives, we earn watch hours from them. Yes, so you can take the same video and watch it 10 times and we'll get credit for that. But just make sure you're watching different videos all the way through, and that helps us the most. It really does. And I'll tell you, as Rebecca, you always say, hitting the like button, the algorithm in YouTube looks for that. And so, hit that thumbs up if you can remember. And I know I forget sometimes watching videos to hit that thumbs up, but if you can hit that like button, it is, and also the bell for notifications, then that will really register in the YouTube algorithm. So those are just some things you can do to help us out if you'd like to. Rebecca, you can start watching the first video and they will keep running. Yes, they will. Like I said, you can just go to all uploads and hit play, and it'll play everything right straight through. And Jonathan, don't forget to give a thumbs up. That is correct. Thank you so much, Jonathan. And for everybody that just is with us during this, just getting us there. I appreciate it so much. I started to get at number 1 and let some of them run while I was bringing in wood or making our dinner. I'll do that with the live streams again, hoping this helps. It sure does, Roy. It really does. We appreciate all that you guys do. Coin you dig it. How's the barn build going? It is going good. Got doors on, and it's all weather tight. And so now I think we've got one more video coming out. It'll be up tomorrow about putting the doors on and stuff like that. And then we're moving right into from there, getting the wood for the sugar maple evaporator and things like that. So that's kind of where we're going. But glad you're with us here, Coin You Dig It. Rebecca, thanks, Roy, for sure. Mr. Willie 95. In North Carolina, we have a 10 o'clock curfew, and we've been social distancing. I think up here.
Some places do. Is it Quebec has a curfew?
I think Ontario has an 8 o'clock. I'm pretty sure an 8 o'clock curfew for sure. I'm almost 100% they do. So, Tom Fillmore, let me see. I don't want to. I missed a few. Let me back up for a minute. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. All right, Rebecca, Mr. Willie, 10 o'clock curfew. Yes. You're youngsters. Yes. Some days I feel like I'm a little older, but it's not too bad. You can bring Bella up here. Bella likes coming up here to see everybody. This is Bella, everybody. She's our old mama dog, and she's about 11 or 12 years old, isn't she?
She's 12.
12. And so she's our second, actually, she's our first dachshund, and she likes spending time with us. She hears us talking, and she gets separation anxiety, so she likes to be up here. So
she's nosy, so she's probably wondering who we're talking to.
Yeah, for sure. Donnie, here in Georgia, you can go out to wherever. Most places ask you to wear a mask. Yeah, and that's the way it is here. Most people are, right on the door of the businesses in different places. They want you to wear masks and, all that stuff, and, to, do what you can do to be smart about, things, not make sure you wash your hands and, all that stuff, hand deodorant, or what do they call it, sanitizer and all that good stuff. So, but anyway, my wife she had to go look after that pup. I don't know. That dog gets such separation anxiety some days. Jonathan, Creekside Maples, what you see is what you get. And that is the truth. Maybe that's what we should put on there. I think that's what you're saying. So for sure. Surviving Maine on 20-acre farm. You two gave notice to me. Good. Thank you for letting us know that. We're really trying to make sure everyone, hears that. Brian, I'll send Tony a pic where I'm at. I'm not going to put it on the Maple pages till I'm done. That's fine. It's nothing that hasn't been done before. This time is great for me in Wisconsin. No, that's fine, Brian. And just send me a message there. And we'll take a look at what you're doing there for sure. I got to get mine. As soon as my parts come in, I got to get it put together there, the RO system for maple syrup. That's a reverse osmosis for those that are wondering what RO is. Roy Clemo, shout out notification came at 8:34 tonight. Monday seems good to me. Okay, well, that's good. And we set it. Usually those announcements come about 30 minutes before. So, that's the scheduled announcement. But on Facebook and Instagram, we try to get those out, early,
right.
Afternoon, somewhere around lunchtime.
And are you guys following us on social media?
Yeah.
I know maybe not everyone is into Instagram, but a lot of people like Facebook. So look us up.
Yeah.
We're there.
Instagram and Facebook. Yep.
Yeah.
Jonathan, time's good for us in the UK. 1:27 here.
So you must be
Bless your heart.
a night owl, are you, Tom? Or Jonathan?
Jonathan, yeah. Well, thanks, Jonathan, for staying up and
thank you.
and just being part of what we're doing here. We appreciate it so much. Sometime when we come to the UK, I want to find you, and we're going to sit down and we're just going to have a good old chat over a good cup of tea or something.
Cup of tea.
That's what I drink tea almost every night. This is raspberry hibiscus, I think, and it's great for the respiratory system. So but my throat gets dry, so that's why I just like the flavor of it.
All righty. So Scott,
Brian,
PEI,
hold on.
love videos.
Yeah, don't jump ahead too far. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my fault, dear. I had one job and I failed.
You had shoulder therapy today. We'll
Right.
forgive you. Someone else
wants to come up and say hello to everybody. Love
go.
the videos from PEI. Well, thank you, Scott.
Get Harley up here.
Everybody, Harley's back here hollering to me. So we wanted to take a minute.
He wants to say thank you.
This is Harley.
We told him about everybody asking.
Yeah, this is Harley boy. He loves his dad.
He's just like a little teddy bear.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
So he's doing much better. This is him.
Yep. He had an awful go of it, I'll tell you.
Did.
It was a rough
sick.
week.
He likes rubbing his face against mine for some reason. But anyway, this is Harley.
All righty.
And you look into those eyes, and you love it for sight. And he's a good boy.
Yeah, he is.
We're so thankful that he's doing okay. He's had surgery on his neck to remove a growth there. He's had a hip problem. He's had his back go out 2.5 years ago. He lost all function of his back, legs, and the vet was going to have him put down. And so he was living with my daughter at the time, our daughter. And so she brought him down to me, and through working with his back and picking him up and homeopathic medicines and massages and you name it. And now he runs around like nothing was ever wrong. So,
yeah.
Brian, I got the notification. It started a few minutes later. Well, that's good. We're trying, like I said, we're trying to get everything out there. Rebecca, I have a couple channels I watch that have lives on Monday, but nothing I would watch over yours. Oh, bless your heart.
Thank you, Rebecca. You're just so sweet.
You are.
You're so kind.
You are. So that is so kind of you. Thank you. Donnie, it takes a fewer muscles to smile than frown, and I'm lazy, so I smile a lot. Well, that's good.
That is true. That's what
I do
say.
Too. Hidden Spring Farm. Jonathan Frayne, David Boy Smith was my favorite as a kid because he had that awesome bulldog. And he had a huge neck. He was a big lad. Tom Fillmore, Monday works great for me. 5-star property. Hello, I'm here. Packers won. They did. And I am very happy they did. And they won in a big way. So we're very pleased with that. Rebecca, COVID vaccines are doing great here in Indiana. Robert gets his tomorrow. I'm on the list next for 60 to 70. Now, are they charging? They're not charging for that in the U.S., are they? I wouldn't think so.
I don't know. They have to pay for a lot of things.
Okay.
You know? So that's a good question.
Yeah,
I didn't even
very
think
good
of
question. Rebecca, Lisa Miner.
Back there with her.
If you will just reach out to Rebecca, let me put these dogs down.
Right.
She's on there, and we'll get her to reach out to you.
Maybe you can look each other up on Facebook or something where you can chat privately to exchange contact info.
Bert Dasher, I go back and watch the live replays when I have time. Sometimes that's best because then they get the watch hours, and that is the truth. And we do appreciate that for sure.
Right.
Jonathan, the Pfizer vaccine has to be stored at sub-zero temps. It goes bad if not stored properly. The Oxford vaccine doesn't have to be stored at sub-zero temps, so should be better. Well, that's good because I think there's like 4 different companies that have made vaccines now. So it's kind of interesting to see, is one better than the other? Is one safer? I know yesterday I read a news story where they stopped giving one vaccine because someone had an allergic reaction. So we'll see how that goes.
We'll see.
Scott and PEI, yes, but I can't remember what the yes.
I think he was talking to somebody else. Someone said they liked videos of PEI.
Okay, yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho and Trish Stratus are also from Canada. I did not know that. Okay. Mr. Jim from Florida.
Telling us about the temperature.
52 degrees here now in Central Florida. High today was mid-60s. Beautiful day.
Nice.
Not much of a sports fan due to my work scheduling clashing with sports times. I understand.
Okay.
But that's good weather, though. Mid-60s to 70 is
That's your kind
That's
of
my
weather.
temperature right there, for sure. Mr. Willie, a pastor lied about being sick so he could play golf, and he hit a hole in one. The angel asked Jesus why he let that happen, and Jesus said, "Who's he going to tell?"
Mr. Willie likes the jokes. He's a
Yeah.
jokester.
He couldn't tell anybody. Natalia is Hitman Hart's niece. Okay. All right. And then there was Owen Hart. I think he's the one that got killed when he brought him down into the arena there one time. Mr. Jim, I have 2 gold wings, 96 and 98. Nice.
They are comfortable bikes. We rode a gold wing.
Oh, gold wings. Oh, I've ridden a gold. Yeah, we went on a trip on a gold wing. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just like sitting in a recliner. It was so nice. Really, really was.
And they probably have like the helmet intercom system,
I'm sure. Rebecca, I spent a lot of years on the back of a Harley. Hard to reach the handlebars from there.
Rebecca, tell us what was some of your favorite trips? Like,
yes.
Where did you go?
Where'd you go?
Tell us about that.
Hidden Spring Farm. Minion is a 3-point buck.
There
you go.
Woo!
You got it. That's what we changed. Yeah.
So this is something we're thinking of doing.
Yeah.
Maybe we
each
should
week.
tell you.
Each week, y'all come on.
We're gonna switch up.
one thing in the background
Yeah.
that you can see and see who can guess it. But that's it.
Very good.
Hidden Spring Farm, you got it. Minion is a 3-point buck.
Oh, and Jesse and Lisa got it too.
The horn. There you go, Jesse. Yes, you guys got it too. Way to go. Brian, once you start filming Maple, you can post a video in Maple Syrup chat and tell them to follow you. Make sure the arrow is working good and say thanks to the mods of this group. I got it built. I will for sure. And we'll do a shout out and all that as well. So let me see.
Where are we at? 52 minutes we've been going.
Let me see where we're at. For some reason.
Are you guys all having fun? Are you enjoying this? Are you bored? Hopefully you're not too bored. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about too.
Lisa Miner, reach out to me if you need help with your granddaughter. We'll make sure she gets that number. Thank you, Rebecca. Because they're personal friends of ours. We haven't seen them in a long time, but we know that entire family. And so, Jonathan, Hidden Spring Farm, David Boy was scrawny as a kid. I knew him when I was young. I was shocked when I saw him in WWE. Yeah, if he was scrawny, he definitely bulked up. But back then, though, a lot of those big guys, they're into the roids pretty good, the steroids. Surviving Maine on a 20-acre farm, sold my Yamaha Roadstar. That's exactly what we have. But 5 years ago, after 2 different people drove us to the White Line, messing with 3 phones. Messing with their phones.
Not good.
Put 10,000 into a 74 CJ5. At least I can have a better chance. There you go.
And I saw some of that on your channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we still have our Yamaha Roadstar, and we've been, all over the countryside on that thing.
We love it.
It's an older bike, but we
didn't get to ride it a whole lot last summer.
No, because my arm, it bothers me so bad.
I'm really looking forward to this summer.
Hoping this year. We want to take a bike tour all over the place.
Yeah.
And meet a lot of folks and visit folks.
As soon as the borders are open, we want to go stateside.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mr. Willie, did Tony see my joke? Yeah. I did. We read it.
The one about the golfing. And said, who am I going to tell?
Always hit the like button when you first start watching. That's the truth. That helps so much. James Anderson. Hey, guys, from Northwest Indiana. Hey, James. How are you doing?
Good evening. Good evening. Nice to have you join us.
I think Roy is hollering to you there on one of the last videos there.
And, speaking of Roy, should we tell them about our chicken?
Our chicken.
Yeah. We got a little situation that happened yesterday. We discovered one of the chickens on the floor of the coop when we went down in the morning. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We're not sure. We brought her in. She's currently in the basement.
In a kennel.
In a kennel, yeah. And
she's not just running around.
No, she can't walk.
No. We first thought it was, what do they call it?
Egg bound,
but she's not.
She's not.
So we've eliminated a lot of stuff, and come to find out, basically what we think is going on is she's got the only problem she has is her left leg
Mhm.
is she couldn't use it.
Yeah.
So we're thinking that perhaps maybe they got in a fight on the roost in the chicken
I
coop
don't know.
and she fell off in the dark or
Yeah.
at night and then sprained her
She
her
was
hip or
perfectly
something.
fine the
Yeah.
night before when we went down to lock them up.
Yeah.
Everything was normal. They were out yesterday or the day before free ranging, enjoying the nice day.
You
And
gotta go out, Harley?
do you want me to go get him?
No, that's fine.
Does he have to go?
I'll look after him.
So anyhow,
Boy.
you know, if any of you have had any experience with treating a lame chicken, she is eating and drinking. She's fine otherwise. She just can't support herself on that side. She's perked up quite a bit. So anyway, we'll keep you posted on that. So that where are we at here? I'll see if I can catch up. All righty. Yes, Tony saw your joke and hit the like button. Okay. Ontario has no curfew, just a stay-at-home order. Okay. Well, so Ontario doesn't have a curfew, he says.
Okay.
They just have a stay-at-home order.
Stay the Blazes home. That song.
You'll have to look that up in the CTV News.
Yeah.
There's a funny story here in our province about that song.
Surviving Maine. Bella looks like a love. She is.
She is.
She's spoiled rotten.
Yeah.
You know, both of them are.
Yep.
But she's been with us a long time.
Yeah, she's going to
And,
be 13.
Yeah, and she's starting to
Yep.
develop. Here comes Harley. You can hear him clicking and clacking. She's developing a few little health issues, but you know, we just try to look after them best we can.
Yep. Give them the bone broth.
Yep, bone broth.
Yep.
My wife is a firm believer that bone broth would fix anything.
Water and stretching.
The
right?
truck wouldn't start yesterday. She poured bone broth on it. No, I'm just kidding.
All righty. So
There you go, boy.
Brian says that's a cute doggy.
Yes, they're spoiled. I don't know if we trained them or if they train us.
They've trained us.
5-star property service. Try having 4 dogs: Black Lab, Rottweiler, Black Lab, Pit Bull, a Boxer, Rottweiler, Black Lab Terrier, and a Jack Russell Terrier. Oh my heavens, that's a house full.
Now we do have 4, but we have 2 outside.
Yeah, we have
inside.
2. I have 2 purebred blue ticks.
Yeah.
That I keep most nights outside.
Unless it gets real
unless
cold.
it gets really cold. If it gets cold, like
Yeah.
down below freezing and stuff, I bring them in.
Yeah.
They have big kennels that we keep them in the basement. But
they're the ones you see on
Mhm.
most of our videos.
Yeah, Ruby and Jade, and they just love to run. So
Yeah.
Yep, there are big dogs, but they would wreck the house if I brought them in.
Oh my word! Well, I don't think they'd wreck it. That they'd want to be right on his lap.
Yeah, Ruby is very possessive of me.
Oh, she is.
So I have to be.
There's times this past summer when I'd go out to get on the wheeler with Tony, and he had taken her apparently, and she thought that was her seat.
Yeah.
She jumped right up there, and she wasn't too quick to move for me to have the seat back.
She likes sitting on the wheeler with Dad. So
They're funny.
Surviving Maine, 20-acre farm. Notice came on my cell phone about 4:30. Awesome.
Oh, good.
That's good. Gave you lots of
yeah.
time. I did see your joke, Mr. Willie. I read it.
Yeah.
Send it again. Maybe it's a different one. I missed it somewheres. Rebecca, oh gosh, I need to hook on.
Yes,
look
Rebecca.
on Facebook and
Creekside
Instagram.
Maples.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Creekside Maples. Now I have
Yep.
2 Facebook pages. One of them is our just like a family page, first page that we ever had. And then from there, it's Creekside Maples that's hooked to that. But Creekside Maples has its own page on Facebook as well.
Mhm.
And then the Instagram page as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Willie says, hey, Harley there, boy. Jonathan, if you do ever come to the UK, give me a shout. I definitely will.
Right.
I definitely will, for sure. Heirloom Permaculture. Hello, all.
hello.
Well, hello. Where are you from?
Yes. Tell us about yourself.
yeah.
I don't think we've met before.
No, we're so glad you're
It's
here.
your first time chatting with us.
Yeah, so welcome aboard. And
That's a really nice channel name.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
love
you
that
have
name.
A channel.
yeah, for sure. Let me see here. Lost.
Where are we
All right,
at?
5-star property. Any new developments on alternative power? We are definitely looking right now with the solar power. What I'm doing is I'm researching how much I need to generate to run my entire house. So it's a lot of stuff because it's new to us. And so I'm a researcher.
You are.
And I am the type of person that when I do something, I want it done right.
Right. And you're
the
going
first
to
time.
do your homework.
And I'm going to do my homework
It's find
because
out
I don't want to
everything.
put in a system that only works half the stuff. So that's kind of where we're at with that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the budget and everything. We're trying to budget for it, and
Right.
that's tough. And it's just a lot of things,
Yeah.
but it's all good. So we are heading in that direction for sure. And every time we make a step towards that, getting closer, we'll let everybody know.
Yeah.
5-star property. Trump made that mandatory that no charge for the vaccines. Government is picking up the tab. Well, that's good.
Good.
Because that's what it should be.
Yep.
Rebecca, I think there is a copay. Oh, is there? Okay. Well, I'm not sure.
Maybe for some, maybe.
I think depends on what state you're in, maybe, or
Very
whatever.
likely.
Yeah. Bert Dasher, do you remember back in the day when live chats was a party line, your dial-up telephone? I sure do.
Yeah.
I sure
I think
do.
we talked about that
Yes,
before.
we were talking about that not too long ago.
Yep.
With some youngins that were here at the house visiting us a little while ago. But I can remember the party lines you'd pick up. And you'd hear what's going on down the road, everyone's business.
Oh.
And then you'd be on the phone talking to your girlfriend, and somebody down the road would say, "Get off the phone, I need to make a call."
And then remember the long phone cord.
Oh,
you
my.
You could walk all over the house.
Oh, you could stretch that phone cord 20 feet in either direction. Yeah, I sure do. The old
dial-up.
Yep. And then I remember the first cell phones, the old bag phones.
We were talking about that.
Yeah, and you thought you had something when you had that big old bag phone you carried around, took it in the house at night, and recharged it.
In the early 90s?
I forget. Rebecca, Mr. Willie, yep. Rebecca, we go online to Indiana Gov, and it sends us to a page to select a site and time to get the vaccine. Okay. How are they doing with distribution? Are they getting it done? That's the question.
Right.
Mr. Willie, Joni's 23 and Tony is 40. Yeah. Mr. Willie.
Oh, Mr. Willie, are you trying to start something?
I'm 23. No. I wish I was. I would be happy to be 40, but
we're only 2 years apart.
That's it. So that makes me 25.
There you go. That's right.
Mary, hello from Wisconsin. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
How are you? Glad you joined us.
We are.
And whereabouts in Wisconsin are you located?
Yeah.
Rebecca, bike week in Florida. Jesse James ran over my foot and totally. No way.
Oh, wow.
Jesse James. Now, who was he married to? Anyone know? I do.
I'd say Mr. Willie or Bert Dasher's going to know.
He wasn't married to Mr. Willie or Bert Dasher.
They're the trivia buffs, it seems like. That's
who was Jesse James married to?
Let's see. Who
used to be. There's a little trivia for you.
Rebecca may even know since
he ran over your foot.
Since he ran over her foot. Wow, that's some story.
Come see us. We will. We'd love to. We definitely have a trip planned to Indiana.
Yes.
Some of our greatest friends, lifelong friends.
As a matter of fact, I just noticed my glass.
Yes.
I'm drinking out of the camera likely won't pick it up, but this is from Nashville, Indiana. That old drugstore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Nashville, Indiana. Yeah. That's real cool
where
place.
my glass is from.
Yeah. You folks ever surviving Maine on 28 farm? You folks ever get to cross the border, stop in, and say hello? We will for sure.
Yeah.
I love your shop. I really do.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Now, where in Maine are you? Tell us.
Mr. Willie, how did Tony get such a beautiful young wife? Well, I paid a very large sum. I prayed to the good Lord above, and he delivered. What can I say? Jesse and Lisa, glad you keep the ticks outside and the Wiener Schnitzels inside. Well, I tell you right now, those blue ticks will probably eat the Wiener Schnitzels right up, I'm sure.
Yeah, they wouldn't get along.
Jonathan, check out Wild Wonderful Off Grid on YouTube for solar power. Okay, I'll do that.
Right.
I was at their channel just a few days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, they have quite a setup there. And
Yeah, for sure.
built
for
that
sure.
nice A-frame.
They have beautiful home. I love their view. It's gorgeous.
And how they did
Yeah.
they burnt the front of it with
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
with the propane torches.
Well,
Whatever. Was there a term for that?
I forget what the term is, but it's making it so it's an old,
Yeah.
burning the ends of the posts like that.
You were
It's an
telling
old
me about
Japanese way of building that's the original pressure treating,
Okay.
and it keeps it from rotting in the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let me see.
5-star.
5-star. It is good to analyze your power needs, but alternative power is a less than perfect system. In my case, I'm still tweaking it, and the nice thing about it can be easily added to as needed. For sure. And I think right now what I'm looking at is how many batteries that I'm going to need, versus how many panels that I've got to purchase as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Willie 95, Sandra Bullock, you are right. Jesse James was married to Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
Now, what movie did she star in about the football guy? That was an actual true story.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All sorts of Wisconsin people in here. Go Pack, go. I'm with you, Brian.
There we
I
go.
hope the Packers win the whole kit and caboodle. I want them to win. I really do.
When is that game?
Well, we've got next weekend decides on who plays who.
Okay.
So, and then after that, another week. February 7th is the Super Bowl, I believe. So
somebody else knew it was Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. Jonathan did from the UK. And Rebecca knew it was Sandra Bullock.
Look at you guys go.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The Blind Side. That's right. I jumped ahead.
Hidden Spring Farm. The Blind Side.
Right.
That's exactly right.
What a good movie.
5-star property service. If you cross the border, you got to try and hook up with Al from Lumna Acres.
Yeah.
He's got it going on out there.
Yes.
He does. They have a beautiful spot
do.
there. Just bought that 500 acres.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Is that it? Are they in Connecticut?
I don't know where they're at. I think
Somewhere's
Connecticut.
in New England.
The Blind Side, Mr. Willie is right. Jesse and Lisa, The Blind Side.
That's right.
And what was the football player's name?
Okay.
Uh-huh. Here we go.
Tony's on a roll.
Surviving Maine, Sebago on Route 107, 8.25 miles from either end. The total length of the Route 107 is 16.5 miles long.
Sebago.
Okay.
Sebago.
All right. That's good. Now, is that where you're at, Surviving Maine, or is that where Lumna Acres is at?
No, I think that's where he is.
That's where you're at? Okay. Okay.
So how do you, I don't know where
Rebecca
that
Stanley.
would be.
Yep. Mr. Jim from Florida. I have a 11.4 kilowatt system since last July, and I still get a bill. Lowest bill is $24, mostly for connection fees and such. I need 43 kilowatt per day and on average. Okay. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'm envious that you've got that all set up. That's cool. I'll have to pick your brain on that and see how you get that all going.
He's in Florida.
Yeah. 2,000 square foot house in Central Florida. No battery backup yet due to cost of batteries. If I go totally off grid, I think I'll need 20 to 25 kilowatt system. Okay. All right. Well, those are all things that I need to find out.
Right.
Brian, I wasn't worried about the Rams, but the Bucks and Chiefs worry me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Aaron Rodgers keeps playing, Brian, the way he's been playing, and that front line keeps playing the way they've been playing, I think they're going to get by Brady and the Bucks, no problem. Mm-hmm. But the Chiefs. But if Mahomes, he's out on concussion protocol, so we'll see what happens there. Jonathan, New England. Yeah, Maine, New England.
That's where Lumna is.
That's where Lumna is, yeah. 5-star property service, New Hampshire. Okay. Brian, all Lumna is New Hampshire. I watch them every morning. Okay.
Yep.
Good.
And he answered your question.
Yeah. That's
Jesse
good.
And Lisa.
Jesse and Lisa.
The
Michael Orr.
That's
there
right.
You go. Jesse, Lisa.
And
that's
does
right.
he still play?
And Michael Orr still plays.
For who?
What team does he play for? Becky C. Lumna Acres is in New Hampshire. Okay.
Hey, Becky.
Good. How are you doing, Becky?
Good to see you here.
Always good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Willie 95, Michael Orr, you're right. Rebecca Stanley, Okafor. I'm thinking here, is that the football guy's name? Michael Orr. I'm not sure what you mean, Okafor there.
Maybe she's conversing with somebody.
Maybe. Let me know what that means, Rebecca. Becky, hello. Sorry I missed your start. No problem, Becky.
No
You're
problem.
here now. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Yeah, Rebecca. Oops, spell check.
Don't you hate that? Oh, spell check.
It is Michael Orr. And who's he play for?
We'll see.
Yeah, let's see if anybody knows. Oops. Yeah, spell check. Hidden Springs, hello. Saying hello to Becky. Chiefs all the way in Kansas City. Well, well, Becky, I don't want to rain on your parade, but what can I say? I gotta go Packers here. Sorry, don't get mad at us. Hey, you know what? It's all good because I just like watching the games, so it's all good. Rebecca, we watched them play against the Colts in I think 2010 at Lucas Stadium. The Ravens. You're right, Rebecca, and that's cool.
Lucas is that in Indianapolis?
Lucas Oil Stadium.
Indianapolis.
Is
that the one they say Manning built? Is
no.
That it? What's the one in Indianapolis
I can't remember.
called? Is that Lucas Oil?
I think that must be. Correct us, Rebecca. Help us out.
She's in Indiana.
Jesse and Lisa, he stopped playing in 2016 for the Panthers. He did. I thought he was still playing. So I wonder why he quit playing. He was doing so well.
Maybe they know.
Yeah. I did not know that he no longer played football because he's just young. I thought he kept playing there. Maybe he was injured. I don't know either. Oh, he failed his physical. Huh. Well, I know those big guys. I mean, they're huge. I mean, you watch them on TV, and I mean, they're big. But when you see them in person, they are huge. And that off time, if they don't stay up on their weight and stuff, they can get it can get away on them pretty quick if they don't keep their cardio up, and then they can't qualify for the physical, and then they don't make the cut. So, yeah, that's a shame. Roy, sorry, have to leave early. Wishing you a good rest of your evening. We'll catch up to you on your next video. All right, Roy.
Good night.
Thanks so much. You have a great evening.
Thank you for joining us.
For sure. And there'll be a new video up tomorrow. And it'll be the last video for the doors on the barn. Yep. So
after that, we're going to be in the woods.
Yep. Wow.
Well, that's what's coming up.
She take me to the woodshed.
So Tony's writing songs at the woods.
Yeah.
Those you don't want to miss those.
Becky, if someone has to beat us, I'd go for the Packers. All right. Good enough, Becky. That's fair. Yes, Indianapolis, Rebecca says. Yeah, I thought that's where it was. Mr. Jim in Florida, since July, current power, 2.48 kilowatt energy. Today, 56.8 kilowatt energy. This month, 701 kilowatt. Lifetime, 7.98 megawatts. Lifetime revenues, 1196.87 for the site.
He's got all his statistics down pat.
That's cool. Well, yeah, that's good to know all that stuff and have it printed out like that. Now, did you design your system yourself, Jim, or did you have like a power company or a solar company come in and do that for you? Like, how did you get, all your stuff together there? And Becky, she's saying hello to Hidden Springs. Jonathan, do you follow rugby? I actually do. I don't understand it all the time, but I actually do follow rugby. I find it quite interesting. Especially the way they huddle up, and I don't know all that you call it the proper terms, but yes, I have watched quite a bit of rugby. Mr. Willie, Tony is way bigger than any football player.
He's got them shoulders.
I don't know. I don't think so, but I got shoulders. That's all I know. The good Lord above knew I had a lot of hard work to do in my lifetime, so he blessed me with these super wide shoulders. That's for sure. And now my added weight, I've gained so much weight since my injury. Oh, I look at these videos and see my belly sticking out there, and I feel like the Marshmallow Man.
Oh, dear.
So we got to lose some weight here the next year.
Still look good.
Got to lose some weight here.
Good. All righty.
Jonathan, Wigan Warriors. All right, I'll look those up. I'll look them up for sure. 5-star property. Brian, so do I. LOL. It's part of my wake up mode. Wednesday and Sunday mornings are always thrown for a curve because my routine is messed up with an owl in the mornings.
Yes.
I've tried to read up on Lumna there and just kind of see how they got their start. They're obviously just a young couple, but curious about their story.
Right.
How they ended up where they're at. And obviously they're doing very well.
Yes.
So it would be interesting to stop in there sometime and talk with them.
If anybody knows any interesting
Jonathan, scrum. That's what it's called. I was sitting here thinking, what is that term called in rugby? And it's called a scrum.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Rebecca has to
All right,
sign
Rebecca,
off.
I need to go work tomorrow.
Later.
See you soon.
Thank you.
All right, Rebecca,
Have
you
a great
take
night.
care. You be safe. Get lots of good rest and be
we'll
safe
see
tomorrow.
you next week.
Yes, on the next live. And don't forget tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've got
and
another
come over,
video.
Look us up on social media and come join us on our
Instagram,
community tab,
Facebook,
Send us
all
a note
those
over
things
there.
for sure. Yeah. All right, Rebecca, get some rest. Get some rest, girl. Jonathan, Rugby League. Okay. Randy Frederickson. Hello, Randy. I had breakfast with Jerry Kramer once and talked about Vince Lombardi. Only an old Packer fan would know them. Well, I know Vince Lombardi, and I've watched Packer football probably longer than any other team that I follow. I really have. Now,
so who's Jerry Kramer? Do you know who that is?
That I can't remember.
Is that a coach?
But Vince Lombardi, I do remember, and I can't always remember everything. When I had my accident that caused this shoulder injury, I also had a concussion, and it's really affected my memory a lot. I hate to say it, but it has. It just affects my memory, and
it has in some things, and other things. It's amazing what he can still remember.
Yeah. Well, I've had to retrain my brain in some things, but it's all good.
He recalls stuff that I can't remember.
Yeah.
So.
Mr. Jim, I went with a local company. I played around with wind and solar, but funding to get the high price items held me back. Okay. Yeah. Well, I know, what do they call it? There's just so many parts of it. You know, you've got your charge. The thing that, I know what I want to say, but I can't put it into words. But anyway, it's all the different parts of it, and you have to have them right so that it all works good. So held me back. So I bit the bullet and got the system installed, and a 20-year loan for about what my electric bill was a month. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm sold on solar, and I'll be honest with you, especially I don't know how it is there, but I know up here in Canada, you can't afford hardly to live up here.
Yeah.
It is so expensive to live, and that's why we have to go. We want to go solar. We want to get off the grid so we don't have to keep paying other companies.
Yeah.
Especially with us and everything. So, but it'll work out. It'll work out for sure. Becky C, love the videos with your brother and nephews helping out. Yeah, they were there, and I appreciate them so much.
Yeah.
The next video, Becky, that I'm loading up tomorrow, it has my little nephews, Gabe and Ben. They're back on that one, and they're helping their Uncle Tony. They're helping Uncle T, they call me, and they're helping me put a door in on the new barn down there.
Yeah.
And sometimes they like being in the videos. So I have to slow down a little bit and explain more things, and it takes a little longer to get things done and all of that. But I use it to teach them some things as well. So
they're very smart.
They are.
They're actually bilingual.
Yes,
that's a neat little tip. They go to an all French school.
Yep, they speak French
and they
English.
Speak both French and English at home.
Yeah, because their mama came from Quebec.
Yep.
My brother, their dad married. In Quebec, married Mary, his wife in Quebec, and lived there for 25 years or so.
I mean, your brother's fully bilingual. He was born speaking English, but spent a good deal of time up there and became bilingual. Yeah.
So they're going to be on tomorrow's video. And again, it takes me a little bit more time to get things done. And I explain things a little slower, but hey, it's just good to have them.
It is fun. I mean, we didn't have boys; we had girls.
2 girls.
So it is kind of neat to have them around.
It is because
even though when our girls were little and living at home, they were always interested in doing the outside stuff with Dad and learning.
And now they don't even remember Dad. They do a little bit.
They do.
They have their own lives and they're doing their own things, and so we hear from them every.
I don't see them on here tonight.
No, not at all. So,
okay.
Jesse, the alumnus are great. Can't get enough of them. Awesome. I know they got a lot of stuff going on there. They got to be doing something right.
They do.
Jonathan, off to bed now. 2:15. See you again, Jonathan. You take care.
Good night.
And God bless you there in the UK. Be safe, my friend. and our prayers are with you and everybody there. And enjoy those grandchildren on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you.
Good night.
Surviving Maine on 20-acre farm. I will say good night. Also, it's been fun keep it up, keep safe. We will,
Alrighty.
and you as well.
Yes, and you as well.
Charge controller and inverter. Yes, Jim. That's what I was trying to say. Jesse and Lisa, you might do better with wind energy being so close to the coast. Just saying, we are for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually, I want to do a wind turbine.
Yeah.
Probably first and then the solar second, because
Yeah.
I know we have enough wind here. The wind blows like crazy.
Well, you
here.
all can hear it on those videos.
Snow will be our downfall, Mr. Jim says here. So I suggest ground mount with a few feet below the bottom of the panel to ground clearance to allow snow to slide off and be out of the way. Yeah, our roof on our house is just a really small, it's not a great, it's like a 12-4 pitch. And so we're looking at perhaps mounting them there. That's our second choice. But our first choice is right off the end of the house, ground mount, like you say, and we'll see how that works out. So, Jesse, time to go. Clint Eastwood is on. Hey.
Right. We can't compete with that.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day.
Oh.
No.
Thank
Clint
you for
Eastwood
joining
is
us.
Awesome. Jesse, Lisa, you guys have a great evening.
Have a good night.
Talk to you later. Becky C., didn't you guys have a locker with a partial foot? Vince Lombardi. I watched him a few times before he left us in the field in Kansas. There's a neat place along the highway. Where'd you go? I look forward to tomorrow. Okay, yeah.
She said spell check. Kicker. It should read kicker.
Mr. Willie, I think Tony needs a hug. Yes.
I give him lots of hugs, I promise you.
Becky C., kicker, spell check again. Yes. Okay. Now it makes sense.
Harley, you're fine.
Harley's back there.
They're making noises.
He wants some love himself. Brian Kramer was a Packer player. I'll look up what he played. Okay. What time is it?
Well, we've been on an hour and 22.
Yes, 10:21. Well, hey, everybody.
We need to wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up. We know everybody's tired,
Yes.
got work tomorrow or got plans, I'm sure, some stuff going on.
There's Harley. He's saying good night. Look.
Harley's saying good night. There
he
is.
He is.
He's posing back there. So don't forget, excuse me, video tomorrow. Don't forget, please. We got 744 watch hours to go. So if you can help us out.
Yeah. And you guys you've been awesome. Thank you for showing up.
For sure.
Time after time after time. Some of you have been here at every live stream.
Yes.
And some of you comment every video. Yep. And we notice and we want to say thank you.
Becky, tribute to Vince along the highway. Yes. Mr. Jim, look into 1 to 2 horsepower DC voltage mower. I have a 1 horsepower DC voltage motor's up about 50 feet. Works well. But like I said before, never hooked them up. Okay. Brian, Kramer worked the offensive line. All right, Becky C says good night.
Good night, Becky.
Well, hey, everybody, we're going to sign off.
Yeah.
It's been a long day here for me. Started with half a day of physio, and days when there's physio, my arm kills me. My shoulder does too. So, but we're going to head on out, and we want to say thank you to everybody that joined us tonight.
Yes.
Take care, and we'll be back here next Monday night for another Monday Night Live. And
or be watching because we just may throw a different night
Who
into
knows?
the mix.
And I'm thinking about doing just a real quick midweek hop on live for about 15-20 minutes just to say howdy, just to give some good wishes and whatever to everybody, and then be done with it. Just something like what they call those, a vlog or blog or blob or something. That we're just trying to think of different ways to keep connected to everybody.
Alrighty, you better catch up.
5-star property. Solar on ground is best for snow area. Solar has to be cleaned immediately after snowfall, or you lose valuable power. Okay, I wonder if they have heating elements or coils that you can actually. I don't know how that would work. I guess you'd need electricity for it, but if you're going off grid.
Becky says she watches 2 videos a day.
Becky, you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. We appreciate that
Absolutely,
so
we
much.
do.
God bless you. Mr. Jim, night kids, hit the like button on your way out the door. For sure, everybody.
That's right.
For sure. Kevin K, take care, both of you from UK. Hey, Kevin. We don't want to leave. He just hopped on
Some
here.
of them just joining us.
Are you doing okay there in the UK?
Right.
Brian.
It's awful late there.
Hey,
isn't
Brian, you think a weekly vlog would be good? What do you think? Tell me what you think, man.
Some channels do that.
They do,
Yeah.
I like being, live and stuff and talking with people. As you can see, I do have the gift of gab. But yeah, so it's all good.
Right.
But we just, like I said, we like staying connected with everybody.
Yeah, we do for sure. And again, look us up on social media, both Facebook and Instagram, and go to that community tab.
Yep.
On our page now.
Yep, for sure.
On the Facebook or the YouTube page.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and this live stream will be available for viewing. It takes about 24 hours for it to process. Mm-hmm. And then you can view it again. So if you want to. So take care, everybody. It's been great. Love everybody. God bless. Prayers and well wishes and blessings to all. Take care.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
And
see you on the next one. Thank you so much.
All that you guys do.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.